And we welcome you back into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. The Bengals have the football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 2. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out is the Jacksonville offense and Trevor Lawrence. And after starting the game with 2 INTs, you remember, he got back on the beam with a touchdown pass on their previous drive. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover. Winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
What a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence will throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 out of first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big season, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Play fake. Here's Love. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. To the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14th. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get...
Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's ETN. Finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first and away?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. Touchdown! Nico Collins from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, Love looking deep here for Chase. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Andre Cisco on the coverage.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal. Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime here at our first. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10. And Chase will go in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Love. Eluding